everybody. Well, I totally forgot about this event last night, so I do apologize. I knew Monster Hunter Daybreak, or Sunbreak, sorry, was having a digital event this morning, and I literally spaced out on it. I was going to mention it during my stream last night. Hey, come join me in the morning for this event. It happens in 21 minutes. Now, we still don't, the stream still isn't up. I know for sure it's happening over on Twitch. We're hoping it happens on YouTube as well. YouTube tends to have a higher quality stream when it's a live event like this, but we'll do what we got to do to figure this out a few minutes before it begins. I do have the official Twitch channel open, among other things here. In fact, I'm gonna open up a website I know is tracking this. That way we can stay on top of this. I think, yeah, they have it here. I think this is the event right here. We're gonna double check. In fact, we'll double check this together that this is the official event, which it looks like it is. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. So this is what I'm looking at the moment. Don't worry, this is a little off right now. I don't know what's going on with it. Why it's even off on my screen. That's not just you guys. Why is it like not centered and acting all weird? Let's refresh it here. All right, and make sure that we're on the highest setting available to have, which is 1080p. Shouldn't be a problem for us here. And we'll leave it muted. So there you go. The digital event begins. I don't know why I won't full screen. Why won't you full screen? See, look at this. What is happening with YouTube here? Let me take it off the featured section. Let me go like this and open a new tab. Sometimes, see, this happens sometimes with YouTube. It acts really weird, and this is in their own web browser in Chrome that it's doing this. So let's hide the chat. Let's put that up. We don't care about that. Let's put vidIQ up as well. Try to lower the process. There we go. There we go. So that's what we want right there. So yeah, digital event begins in 19 minutes and 13 seconds. I'll keep an eye on that. We'll unmute it as we get closer to it. Adjust the volume levels as we need to. In fact, I got to plug in my headphones for the event as well. Just remembered, obviously, that I don't need feedback coming back through the microphone for it. So our headphones are already plugged in, and we're all good to go. So let's say hi to everyone who's here with us for this event today. Don't expect it to be a huge crowd because we didn't really advertise this much. But yeah, obviously Monster Hunter Rise is getting Sunbreak DLC this summer. It is a major DLC being added to an amazing game that's on Switch and PC. This game sold incredibly well on PC, close to 9 million units at this point. But let me say hi to everyone who's here. We got CDog457. One of our members is here who hit that join button, Mr. Joshua Molstaller. ePrimify is here. Sydney Estes is here as well, another member. We have Manuel Arroyo. We have Bicarious is here as well. Solo Nepion is here. Yvonne Francois is here. Let's see here. John is here. We have Corey Bohm, who's a moderator and member. Welcome, buddy. So yeah, let's talk. Let's talk a little bit. John, I hope you're joking around. Have I kicked any dogs lately? No, I am a dog owner and a dog lover. I have had dogs my entire life. I had let me see. What's my history with dogs? I had, I think, 3 dogs that I would say that I've had for significant amounts of time. Let me see. One was a half lab, half boxer. One was just a chocolate lab. So it went from Arthur to Merlin. That was their names. And then the dog I have today is named Link after the Legend of Zelda series. And he is a half lab, half Great Dane. And he's a really, really good, he's a really, really good boy. I love all my pets that I've had in my life. They're all wonderful. I'm not a cat guy. I don't really like cats that much. It doesn't help that my dad's allergic to them. One of my kids is allergic to cats as well. So obviously there's an allergy reason. That's not a reason to hate cats. It's just, obviously we're not going to have cats as pets. And then on top of that, since there's cat allergies in the family, I don't know if I'll have cats even after my kids move out because, grandkids and et cetera someday. I'm not going to I'm not going to worry about, allergies like that. But what I will say is that it's just more of a preference thing. Cats kind of act like they own and run the house. Dogs are more obedient. And I prefer the obedience. Plus, I like big animals. I like big dogs. Maybe if I could have a big cat, like if I could convince Yulia, I know this is probably illegal in the state of Wisconsin, have like a pet tiger. Like, okay, maybe I'd be cool with that. But I like big dogs. If you can't tell by obviously all the ones I listed being kind of bigger dogs. That's just what I like. I like, big old mutts like that. Even though Link feels like he acts like he's a lap dog, like he's like a tiny dog. He wants to lay on your lap, but he's huge. Something we're trying to teach him that, like, hey, you can rest like your head, on my leg, but don't try to like lay your entire body on me. It's just not gonna work. But whatever. He's one of the nicest animals in the world. But yeah, that's obviously. I hope you're joking because it was a joke that I stated that didn't come off that well on Twitter. I don't know why we're even revisiting this topic at this point. It doesn't really matter. Bob doesn't really seem to care. So I don't know why people seem to still care. If the joke doesn't land, the joke doesn't land. Doesn't change the fact that I don't kick dogs. Moving on, we did get a question about what's vidIQ. vidIQ is just a place that gives you like extra stats. How can I can show you guys my vidIQ. I'm canceling my subscription to it anyways. But it does give you some interesting stats that I like having just live on YouTube that I don't need vidIQ for. It's just an extension. But I could show you guys some of this here. Like if people ever wonder what tools YouTubers use sometimes. So like this is like the back end of vidIQ. And this is obviously dealing with my channel. Lets you know the top keywords that perform best. Obviously Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo Direct. Those are obviously two really big keywords in the search engine on YouTube to really target. You can see how I'm doing in comparison to other channels. And I like this comparison because this compares you on percentage growth. So I have my viewership is up 11.2%. I'm not going to have 28,000 views. Isn't going to have the same as Switch Stop, Game Explain, Player Essence. These are all channels bigger than mine. But as you see, Player Essence is actually down a 0.5% on his views, whereas I'm up, and that's what you want to see is that consistent uptick compared to channels that you might compare yourself to. And you can see some of my top viewed videos lately. And some of the top viewership and the watch time. Obviously, people specifically looking for Nintendo Prime in the search engine are probably going to be watching my videos a lot because they're probably people who are already subscribed that just aren't getting notifications. So they'll type Nintendo Prime in the search, and they're going to have a significant amount of watch time because they're obviously already fans of the channel. But yeah, you can get like this. Like there's this daily ideas thing, which is really weird. This daily ideas thing usually is really bad. Like 5 years with Nintendo Switch, fine. That's not too bad of one. But then you see like Nintendo Wii Fit Plus. Okay, it's weird. Like these are title suggestions, by the way. Nintendo Switch Collection 2022 update. Okay, I guess that one's fine. Revisiting my next gen Nintendo Switch 2 theories. Nintendo Switch Game Collection. Nintendo is shutting down the eShop for Wii U and 3DS. Like these are all like these are just suggestions to like make videos on how they think it would do view wise. Most of their suggestions are bad. These are actually getting a little bit better than they used to be. Like look at all these dismissed ideas I have. Like, hey, this is a cool title idea. Mario Party Superstars trailer, Nintendo Switch. Why would that be a good idea? If I was Nintendo, that's a good idea. Nintendo Switch unboxing and review. Like, hello, Switch has been out for 5 years. What the hell am I? So, yeah, it comes up with some weird ideas. It gives you some good keyword opportunities if you want to think of ideas. Horizon Forbidden West performing well, news, Fortnite, memes, trailer, IGN. Like most of these are just kind of general ones that aren't going to be too useful. I mean, you'll see Nintendo Direct there and Mario. And then top search terms that people use on my channel. So these are actual search terms that people type into the YouTube chat to find my content. Nintendo Prime's always obviously going to be one of the top ones because it means you're specifically looking for me. But you'll see Nintendo, Breath of the Wild 2, Nintendo Switch 2, Switch 2, Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Obviously, we rank really well for Zelda. If you can't tell by Zelda being up there, and obviously Switch 2 stuff we rank pretty good for. We're starting to rank pretty well for E3 2022. The search volume isn't very high for this term right now, but it's good for us to start to get ranked for it as we get closer and closer to E3. My body is ready. That's literally our video. So, yeah, for some reason we even searched for Steam Deck versus Switch, which is weird since I've never compared the two. It's nice to see that we rank a little bit for Wonderling. Anyways, yeah, and then you can take a look quick at your competitors. You know, this is just looking at myself. But if I select, like, let's say Player Essence, who's closer to me in subscribers, you can see view-wise, Player Essence is destroying me. Now, this is total views. Where's day? No, this is the last 30 days. Yeah. See, yeah, the last 30 days I've had 144,000 views. He's had 374,000 views in the last 60 days. I get a little bit closer, but this month hasn't really been a good month. And you look at the 12-month data, I mean, 1.5 million to 6 million. I mean, he's crushing me in pretty much every metric there is. Yeah, that's just the way it is. He has more views. Subscriber-wise, public videos, you can see we produce about the same amount of videos, but obviously he's gaining subscribers faster than me and having more views than I do, so good for him. This is where you can see subscribers, top channels of the subscribers that you're subscribing to. Like this shows me what people that watch me are subscribing to, and what videos that my subscribers are watching in general, and then like the best time to post videos and everything in between. It's just kind of a general look at things. It gives me just some nicer, easier to understand stats in comparison. Now, if you want to know like what this does for on YouTube, I get some cool little metrics. As an example, is it gonna pop up? Come on. This view per hour, that comes from vidIQ. So things that have a higher view per hour are better performing. Like this one has an 11 view per hour, but it's been out for 3 days. So it's basically done getting views is what this tells me. Whereas this one is not done getting views. It's at 3.2, probably gonna end up over 4,000. So this one's not done getting views because it's getting about 100 per hour still. This one has nothing, which means views are done on this. Nothing, views are done on this. So views are almost done on this. This might hit 5.7 thousand. This one's still going. This one's probably going to hit over 4. And you can see that on some of my other videos here as well. This one's still getting 40 from last night. So this is still growing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So like you get some nice little stats like that as well. And then obviously like on an individual video, like if we click on my video here, and we open up the vidIQ thing here, it just gives us some general information when it feels like loading. So that is no. Yeah, that's vidIQ. Wait, is it? I don't even know. Oh, well, it gives you an overview here. It gives you this. It just gives you this. These numbers are kind of irrelevant. I kind of don't care about these side numbers, but whatever. Anyways, I spent way too much time talking about vidIQ. I don't know that vidIQ is the greatest thing ever. By the way, we have a brand new member, ePrimify. Welcome. You become the latest member of the board of directors of the Nintendo Prime. That puts us now, I think, 5 away. I don't think my member counter updated, but that puts us 5 members away from our members only giveaway. He has joined the leader ranks. Why don't you hop on the elevator and join me at the tippity top. Please make sure to watch out for falling objects. We actually have our elevator under repair at the moment. Welcome to the top, buddy. Welcome to the top. You've joined the board of directors. I hope you're having a lovely day. All right. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Kick any wolves lately, Jesus. Yeah, we got a little spam bot here. I'll go take care of. I think I clicked on the right person. I hope I clicked on the right person. Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's see here. There's currently a free demo for Monster Hunter if anyone wants to try it out. Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise is pretty good. And I'm not even like big into Monster Hunter. Harai Suzamiya says they're a sponsor of Player Essence. That's cool. Let's see here. You plan on playing Elden Ring, says John. Yes, I do plan on playing it on PC. Again, I'm waiting for some people I know playing it on PC to come in and give me the big okay, like it's good, like it's doing well, things are good, that we don't have any issues, and I can play it freely on my ultra wide, and then we'll be diving into it. As for will I stream it on my YouTube channel, probably not. It's gonna be a hard game for me to stream anyways because I want to play it on my ultra wide, which does not look very good on live streams. I guess I could crop it, but then like a bunch of stuff would be cut off. So yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, and I can watch a live stream at a good UK time. Hey, I don't control when these things happen. These are when this is when the Monster Hunter people decided to run this stream. So, let's see here. I'm excited for the House of Dead remake, and can you reckon there's going to be a laser gun out with it? I don't know if they'll release a gun accessory or not. A light gun accessory, they might. I don't know that I'm like excited. I don't plan to play it. I did play it a lot in arcades back in the day, but I really don't plan to play it myself, so I'm not probably going to put too much time into it. When I say too much time, none, because I don't plan to get it. I do. Oh man, dude, I got a couple cool ideas. Here's what's funny. So later today, you know, we'll have a news video, right? We have them every day. Sometimes multiple of them, depends on the news cycle, and that's fine. No issue with that. I got these ideas for the video already without even having the news, like just some entertainment ideas that I'm going to be trying out today. 2 different ones, in fact, that I'm going to try out. But yeah, it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see how this works out, because there are 2 things I've never done before. That I think are going to be kind of cool. So I'm gonna give them a try. It's funny that I have these ideas that are going to take up like 2 minutes of the video that I already want to record right now, and I probably should wait to record these ideas until I have the video in case I need to change clothes or something else happens. It's weird. Like, I'm so excited that I'm going to spend like an hour and a half editing this 2 minutes, and it's not even the news. So I probably should record it after this stream and start working on it before I gather the news. But, you know. Hey, sexy. All right. I haven't been called sexy in a while, so I'll take it. I remember a Zelda stream where you spent like 2 hours trying to beat a Lionel. I'd love to see some of the same Elden Ring content. Yeah, dude, that was... And I didn't... Hey, it wasn't just try. I did beat that Lionel. Let's switch over view. Well, no, we got 4 minutes. I did beat that Lionel. Let's not sit here and pretend I didn't accomplish my goal. I did it. You look to see the same content for Elden Ring. I mean, we'll see. You know, maybe one of my game stream nights I decide, you know what, let's just see how streaming Elden Ring goes. You know, maybe name the stream, hey, Nintendo fan tries out Elden Ring, and then people might just come in to laugh at me as I get Shrek'd. I have no idea. So we'll see how that goes. So maybe I could find an excuse to potentially stream the game, even if I want to play it on my ultra wide, and I know that doesn't convert well to that. So I would have to just concede for that live stream that I'm not going to play it that way. But I mean, not that big a deal. I'll end up on my streaming 1080p 60 FPS BenQ monitor. All right. Not too long, guys. We got 3 minutes to go. Elden Ring is hard. Well, yeah, it's going to be hard. Too early for this, J-Lo. You don't got to tell me. I mean, I'm always up earlier than this anyway, so I got to get my kids on the bus and everything. But let's switch over to the show view here. And do they have music playing? I don't know if they have music playing in this little preview thing. Let me put my headphones on and find out. Is there music playing? No. They do have music playing. Okay. Well, let's max that. Bring this down, and let's bring you guys this music, I guess. There you go. There's some Monster Hunter music playing in the background. Do you gotta get them on the bus? Yeah, I get them on the bus every day. Sometimes I take them to school, but no, they take the bus frequently. Yeah, they usually get on the bus a little bit after 7 my time. So I'm always up at like at least 6 a.m. Sometimes a little earlier. And from there, it's like, oh, breakfast, get their school clothes ready, get them ready. Double check their homework again, even though we did it all the night before, just to make sure they're not missing anything. Do they need gym clothes? Are there permission slips that we need to make sure are in the backpacks? Is my daughter trying to sneak things to school that she shouldn't be? Today, as an example, she tried to sneak my kids' walkie-talkies to school so she could attempt to talk to Aiden during class. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Don't need my kids getting in trouble, so I had to take those away. Always got to check that girl's backpack, I swear. Always got to check backpack. And then, of course, she snuck them into her brother's backpacks. It's funny because my youngest child, Ollie, was like, why the hell is this in my backpack? I'm like, yeah, that's Melody. Don't know why she thought she could talk to you all the way, like, because he goes to a different school than they do, until he hits 3rd grade. Well, anyways, depending on what grade you are is what school you're in, and the walkie-talkie wouldn't have worked all the way across town like that. So. So you did that then stream. Yeah, that's how it goes. Well, welcome to the life of a YouTuber. You know? That's how it goes. How old is she? That is funny. 11. She's 11. She knows better. But she is defiant as hell at the moment. I don't know. She's a girl entering her preteen years. It is what it is. She's going to be defiant probably the rest of the time she lives in this house. The lies, the sneaking around, the defiance, the I know best. This is just what it's going to be for like the next 7-8 years. So, here we go. It's about to start, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Alcohol reference. Okay, looking good. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the stream up a little. I feel like it might be a little quiet for you guys. There we go. Much better. Heck yeah. Is their video lagging?
Hello everyone,
Oh, it's just
I'm
that
Ryozo
animation.
Tsujimoto, producer on the Monster Hunter series. Today, we will be bringing you the latest information on Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, the massive expansion to Monster Hunter Rise, which is scheduled to be released in summer 2022. We have plenty of new updates to share with you, so make sure you keep watching until the end.
What a release date.
With that, let's kick things off with a look at a new trailer for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Sunbreak.
Enjoy!
I did turn it up. Fine. All I can do is turn it up all the way. So this is their max volume. Guys, this is the max volume. I can't turn it up any louder. This is as loud as their stream is.
I present the Hunter from Komura.
Humble greetings.
All right, everyone.
Please don't. Here, I'm merely a quest receptionist.
Yeah, this looks good. I'm sure this is the PC version, but man, this is good. Still crazy that this is on Switch. Hell yeah.
This is gonna be good!
Here we go.
Take this! Have a taste of this! something odious.
That's a word I haven't seen in a long time. Odious. Looks good. Yeah, I haven't played Monster Hunter Rise in a while. This looks really good though. June 30th. There we go. All right, end of June. Cool. So we're gonna see a lot more of this before it comes. Massive expansion.
As you could see at the end of the trailer, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak is scheduled for a global release on June 30, 2022. Today, we'll tell you more about game info and pre-order details, so we hope you enjoy the show. Now, let's look at what this game has to offer, including what you saw in the trailer just now.
Just now. Yeah, that animation's so like on that
Monster
fog.
Hunter Rise Sunbreak is the massive expansion to Monster Hunter Rise.
Got it.
It's filled with new content that builds on the base game, such as a new story starting at a new base, new
Heck
locales, monsters, gameplay mechanics, and a new hunter rank called the Master Rank.
Come on, Master.
Right. Now let's take a look at some of the new elements of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, starting with an all-new locale. The Citadel features various environments ranging from lush forests to icy mountains,
Nice.
each teeming with never-before-seen endemic life. At the center lies an old fortress, long abandoned to nature. The remnants of a once prosperous civilization now serve as a bastion for dangerous monsters. In the surrounding woodland area resides the mighty fanged beast Garangolm.
Hell yeah. Looks sweet.
This behemoth may seem docile at first, but it won't hesitate to attack with its huge body. Once enraged, its left arm is covered in moss, and its right arm in magma, allowing it to attack with both fire and water elements to make it nearly unstoppable.
Nice. Yeah. Massive. They're basically like, hey, we made a new game. That's what it feels. It's a new base, a new air. Okay,
Next
so it's like a
up,
new
we
game.
have the fanged wyvern Lunagaran. This monster can cover its body in ice to act as body armor. When enraged, Lunagaran reveals its true form, standing on hind legs and thrashing its claws with deadly precision. It's rumored that there's nothing that its claws cannot shred to pieces. What's more, a new subspecies of the mischievous Bishaten has been discovered.
Blood Orange. Bishaten.
Be careful though, instead of throwing persimmons, this Bishaten throws exploding pine cones.
Nice. A nice little variation of the other form.
And last but not least, the powerhouse Astalos makes a return appearance.
All right.
This flying wyvern can generate electricity, which it stores in its horn, wings,
So
and
is it
tail.
officially Wyvern, not Wyvern?
When all parts are fully charged, the power of its attacks
Always call them
becomes truly
wyverns.
devastating. Following the events of the rampage at Kamura, which saw our hunter and companions successfully defend the village against the imminent onslaught of monster hordes, peace had finally been restored.
Some devastating casualties.
Or so we thought.
Our hunter is about to face the biggest...
The Sunbreak arc begins with the sudden appearance of the ferocious Lunagaran at the Shrine Ruins. There we are confronted by Dame Fiorraine, a knight from a distant kingdom.
You're in good hands.
She seeks aid in the investigation of a terrible threat that faces her homeland. Thus, our hunter sets out for the Elgato outpost. Having saved
Elgato.
Kimura village from the calamity, the hunter
Nice.
is tasked by their friends to set out to Elgato, a research outpost in a distant country. Elgato is both a bustling port town with lots of trade, as well as a research facility to investigate monsters, so it's got all the conveniences a hunter requires. You'll even find a familiar tea shop, popular as ever.
Tea shop. I love how they call it a tea
Command post
shop.
located in
Alright, let's
town
just be
serves
real.
as the base of
It's a
operations.
canteen. You're drinking booze. Just be honest. with what it
Progress
is.
is made every day to solve the mystery of the anomaly.
It's
plaguing
like
the monsters of
milk
the
in
kingdom.
Zelda. Milk is booze.
This research is headed by Admiral Gallius,
Ah, Hunter.
leader
Ah,
of Fear
Hunter.
Reign, and the other royal knights. This is Bahari, the quirky scientist.
Counting on you to come through.
He's known to be a genius researcher, but he's also kind of oblivious to the world around him. There is also Chiche, Elgato's quest damsel. You'll be getting your quest from her.
Why, hello.
Don't let appearances fool you, though. There's more to Chiche than meets the eye. You'll also meet other characters, like Minael, the blacksmith,
Alright, let's make it happen.
Oboro, the merchant,
I love how they're telling
Here's
us who
what
the
I
voice
have,
actors are. I like that.
and a full cast of interesting individuals
Usually you don't see
who
that.
will aid you in your hunt.
Giving credit where credit's
So
due.
far,
Gotta love
the
it.
investigation in Elgato has identified Garangolm,
Garangol.
Lunagaran,
Yeah, all the ones
and
you
the
talked
Elder
about.
Dragon Malzeno
Malzeno.
as the three biggest threats to the kingdom.
The Three Lords.
These priority targets are referred to as the Three Lords. Team up with the Knights of the Royal Order to save the kingdom from Malzeno and the impending calamity. Hone your agility with new wirebug actions, explore new locales packed with unique monsters, and take on new master rank quests.
I mean, this is a lot of content, man.
It's a new adventure in an unknown world
It's
for your
basically
hunters.
a new game. I love it. See, this is DLC done right, man. Or expansion packs done right, or whatever you want to call it.
Next, let's go over some product information for the release of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak on June 30th,
The charging for
2022.
this beast. $40.
Those who already own either the physical or digital versions of Monster Hunter Rise and only want to purchase the expansion can pick up the digital version of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak as downloadable content.
Okay. Yeah. How much is it?
Also available for purchase is the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak Deluxe Edition, which features the Sunbreak expansion as well as additional bonus contents such as layered armor sets, gestures, and hairstyles.
Okay. I don't know if I'd like the layered armor sets being.
Those who would like to start playing from the beginning of the base game can pick up the Monster Hunter Rise plus Sunbreak set to experience the full package.
Okay. What
This
was the
contains
pricing?
the main game of Monster Hunter Rise plus the expansion Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak in one convenient set. This is a great option if you want to start with Monster Hunter Rise, complete it, and then move seamlessly into the Sunbreak expansion. We've got some purchase bonuses as well, which include layered armor for both your Palico and your Palmute. Make sure to pre-order the game so you don't miss out.
Sure. What's the pricing though?
We will also be releasing 3 new amiibo for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Hell yeah. Amiibo, baby.
You can use these amiibo to unlock special layered
Costumes.
armor in the game.
Sure.
And to make use of the daily lottery to gain a variety of
The
useful
daily
items.
lottery. Alright.
You won't want to miss out on
But
these.
what's the pricing? You can't announce all this and then not tell us what it costs. Is this one of those you'll find out after the event?
Pre-orders for the digital version of Monster Hunter Rise
Okay,
Sunbreak
the pre-orders
will
are
start
today.
according to the
What's the
following
pricing?
schedule.
We're gonna know it
So,
as soon as the
mark
event
your
ends.
calendars.
It is March
For more
15th.
details on Monster Hunter Rise
It is March
Sunbreak,
15th.
Be sure to check out the official website.
What is the price? Is that it? Not gonna tell us the pricing structure? I bet you I could find it right now.
Moving along, I'd like to share some news about the Monster Hunter Rise base game.
Oh, that's my pup.
As previously announced, players will be able to access Sunbreak's new content after completing the 7-star hub quest, Serpent Goddess of Thunder, in Monster Hunter Rise. To help players meet this requirement, we are currently distributing powerful support items. All items will be provided free of charge to aid players who are new to the game. These items include the Defender series for all 14 weapon types, the Black Belt Hunter Armor, and the Veteran's Talisman.
Okay.
Defender weapons have high attack power, which can be very helpful in early quests. The Black Belt Hunter Armor boasts high defense and can activate useful skills, such as increased attack power or recovery. You'll also be able to claim layered armor sets from your old pal Senri the Mailman. There's also the Guild Cross set, which is useful if you want to gather harvesting items and reach high-rank quests more quickly. On top of this, you can look forward to new event quests and various contents, which will continue to be released until March 25th.
Okay.
Use these beginner-friendly weapons and armor to prepare yourself for Sunbreak, or for trying out any of the event quests and collab quests you haven't played yet. We have some news about a patch for Monster Hunter Rise as well.
13 gigs.
On the release of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak,
Oh!
Monster Hunter Rise will receive
That's a big one.
title update.
I mean, relative to other games, I guess
This
it's not
allows
that
players
big.
to access certain
That is a
content from
big-
Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak.
Damn.
Even if you haven't purchased the expansion, this update will adjust weapon balance, as well as add item packs and character edit vouchers from the day Sunbreak is released.
Okay, so some free content, free additions. Big
This
big
update
required
is also
update.
required for online
Yeah,
play.
it's gonna be required for online play, obviously. We got
We
balance
anticipate
updates.
that this update will need about 13 gigabytes of storage, so please plan accordingly.
I mean,
Make
this
sure
is
you
a
have enough
really
free
well
space
done
on your
thing.
storage
I just
device.
don't know why they didn't tell us the pricing.
Next up, a reminder for players in Europe, North America, and Australia.
Right, baby.
that a free
Game
trial
trial.
of Monster Hunter Rise for the Nintendo Switch system is currently available exclusively to Nintendo Switch Online members.
Hell yeah.
The game trial is available between March 11th and 17th and lets you continue your save data
right.
after purchasing the full game.
Go play it, everybody, for free right
If you haven't
now.
already bought Monster Hunter Rise, please check the game trial out while it's still available.
Heck yeah.
More details are available on your local official Nintendo websites and Nintendo eShop. If you're interested in trying out Monster Hunter Rise, I strongly encourage you to take part in the game
Yeah, they
trial
tell you
and
the size
experience
and not the
game for
cost.
yourself.
So they tell you the size of a required update to the base game.
The digital version of Monster Hunter Rise will also be on sale for a limited time.
Like,
so now's
literally,
your
you
chance
can
to pick
pre-order
it
the
up.
DLC today. So we'll know what the price is today. Might even know it right now. Let me... I don't know how much time's left on this event.
That
Check out
wraps
my
it up
Switch.
for today's announcements. There's still plenty more to talk about though, so we'll have more information detailing new monsters and gameplay to share with
See
you
if I
in the
can
future.
find the price
So
right
stay
now.
tuned. To reiterate, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak will release worldwide on June 30, 2022. We plan on releasing several free title updates after its initial release.
That's good. Free updates. are
We'll
always
keep
good.
you updated on this in future
Okay.
announcements.
Just looking up Monster Hunter right now on here.
Thank you
See
for
if the
tuning
DLC
in
is
to
available
today's
now.
special Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak digital event.
Sense
Something odious. the DLC up for purchase yet. Not seeing the DLC up for purchase yet. Yeah, this will just go on for a few minutes. All right. So I'm not seeing the DLC up for purchase yet. So there is that. So I still don't know. I still don't know what the DLC costs. So that's like the big thing I'm trying to figure out for you guys right now is what does this cost? Maybe there's been a press release. Let me just check a couple websites here to see if there's been a press release on this yet. And nothing. No, I'm not seeing anything yet. Any press releases yet. So we're just gonna kind of have to wait around a moment and just see if any press releases pop up. Otherwise, we'll go over the pricing. We'll go over the pricing in my video later today, because obviously we'll know pricing as soon as it's available to actually pre-order on the eShop. We'll have a good idea of pricing. Right now, we don't know. I mean, I predicted $40, but could be less, could be 30, could be 20, could be more. Maybe they're charging 60 like it's a brand new game. It's a lot of content. They're adding a lot of content. So I wouldn't be surprised at a more expensive price point. So JLo's saying 30. Yeah, it's not on the eShop yet. Yeah, I was just on the eShop checking it, and it's not on there yet. I have the base Monster Hunter Rise purchase, so but yeah, I wanted to see what it was. Like, what's the combo cost? It was weird too. They're like, oh, you can play it for free. Oh, the size of this required update for the base game is going to be 13 gigs. We're going to tell you all these different packages. Oh, and you can pre-order today. Oh, and also we're not going to tell you what it costs. I thought that was a little strange. That's probably the only complaint I had about that entire presentation. They wouldn't tell us the actual price. Maybe because the actual price is more expensive than people expect. That's why I said $40. Because to me, one, it's a ton of content, and two, it would be a price point that I don't think people would have reacted very well to. But maybe we're wrong. Maybe it's cheaper than we think. But yeah, June 30th it comes out. $24.99 is Nintendo's sweet spot, but this is not Nintendo. This is Capcom. But we'll see. We'll have to see. So what do you guys think? What did you guys think of it? Did it look good? Do we have any Monster Hunter fans watching, by the way? Are you guys just fans of my channel? I don't obviously play a lot of Monster Hunter myself, so I'm not sure how many of my fans obviously play the game, since it's not a franchise we talk about a ton, except when new ones are coming out, or obviously brand new huge DLC. So, like, did you guys enjoy that? Did you think it was a good presentation? I will say I thought it was pretty good. It looked really, really good. Obviously, I presume the footage was probably all PC footage, so they can present the game in the best looking light. But we all know it's on Switch, and it sold very well on Switch, and there's going to be millions of people interested in this DLC. And it just looked really good. Like, I don't have any complaints, but I wonder if a more hardcore Monster Hunter Rise player might have thoughts that are counterintuitive to me, who is not going to be as critical of a game that I didn't play a ton of. I didn't put a ton of hours into Monster Hunter Rise. Probably less than 10 hours into that game. But that was a really good presentation to me. And I would love it if all DLC for like Nintendo games would get that sort of presentation, to be honest. And get that amount of content added too. I mean, literally, to me, it looked like they added an entirely new game worth of content, which is awesome. Looks awesome visually. Yeah, I mean, Jonathan Drew, you got to remember, it's on PC now, so they're going to be... I mean, it already looked really good on Switch, and it looks even better on PC. And I just always presume when a game's on PC and on Switch and they're showing off DLC, they're going to show off the PC version and all the footage, because that's what's going to make the game look the best. But we already know that Monster Hunter Rise looks phenomenal on Switch. It doesn't look like a game that should even be on Switch. Like, it does, like, it not only is it on Switch, it runs extremely well on Switch, which, by the way, is a massive credit to the RE engine that Monster Hunter Rise uses, and also kind of opens the door to be like, hey, why don't we have some newer Resident Evil games? Because clearly the engine works extremely well on Switch. It really scales well. So here's hoping we get more RE engine games in the future too. And obviously that exclusive Resident Evil game that supposedly exists somewhere. I don't know if we'll ever hear about that one. Pokemon dropped news in Arceus and Diamond and Pearl remakes. Yeah, I saw the news for that. I have Generations Ultimate and Monster Hunter just felt blah to me. You have Generations and Ultimate, not bad for $25, just not what I enjoy. I mean, try out Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Rise is a little different than Ultimate and Generations. Like it's a little bit different to that. Now, Monster Hunter World is where things are way different. Monster Hunter World is definitely more traditional Western RPG style. So a lot of people prefer Worlds over traditional Monster Hunter gameplay, especially here in the West. And this obviously has some traditional gameplay elements, but they really added a lot to it. Yeah, over 3,000 hours a month. Yeah, Monster Hunter World has, it doesn't play, like Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Rise do not play the same. They're fundamentally different styles of gameplay. But I mean, there's no harm in trying out Rise right now. It's free to try out. Like literally, the entire game for the next 2 days. Try it out. If you enjoy it enough to purchase it, your progress, transfers over. So, yeah, low tech 42. It's a lot different. Like it is. And I'm someone that I haven't deep dove, but I've like Generations. I played Monster Hunter Try. I've played like 3 Monster Hunter games before Rise. I never played World, and I can already tell you, as someone who's not even a huge fan of Monster Hunter, that Rise is just a lot different gameplay-wise. They added so many new mechanics and elements to it that actually makes it a lot of fun. Like I never had a bad time. There wasn't the only reason I didn't play more of Rise is because it takes a long time. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like you go on a mission, you go on a quest, and like that quest is going to take you an hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't always have that amount of time to sit down and just play because of everything else going on in my life. So it's more of I don't have the time to sink in, and that's the thing I'm worried about with Elden Ring, because Elden Ring doesn't let you save wherever the hell you want. So because I can't save wherever the hell I want, I'm really worried that when I play that game, it's going to be one of those games that I'll just never come close to finishing, like with Rise, because I need something that I can stop when I need to stop. I'm a parent. I can't just play for 6 hours straight. I have to stop when I have to stop. My kids need me when my kids need me. My school, my schoolwork needs me when it needs me. My fiance needs, like, I have responsibilities and things going on. So like, I need to be able to stop at any time. I can't ever be in a situation that I cannot stop. And unfortunately, Elden Ring seems to be that game that you can't stop. Can't even pause it, I think. I think that was even something that's not, you can't even pause the game. Can't even pause the game. Like, and that's something I worry about with Elden Ring, is that I want to like just sit down 10-hour session, but like, man, life dictates I need to be able to stop when I need to stop. So, you like my hoodie? We sell this hoodie, Hype Responsibly. This is a Nintendo Prime hoodie. It's one of our merch. As a Dauntless player myself, I'd say they're different enough to justify trying. I mean, it's free. Here's the thing. Monster Hunter Rise is free to try out right now. So there's really not a reason to not at least try it, right now. It's free to try out right now. So why not give it a try? And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, oh well, delete it, move on. Yeah, you can only pause in single player. I know. In Rise. So it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not trying to insult the game, but it's like kind of like, man, not all of us can just play nonstop. Like when I gotta stop, and I don't necessarily need to hard quit. Sometimes I just gotta deal with a situation for 5 minutes and play again. And like, I don't want to have to like close down the game and reopen the game, and it's just, I don't know. Will I buy the DLC? Pro Joe, I probably won't. Just because I, again, don't have the time to put in to really justify it, I guess, is the way to put it. I never finished off Rise. I never beat Rise. And I don't see myself beating this DLC either. I just don't have the time. It's not for lack of enjoyment. I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to, because I was like a lot of people. I didn't really like the way that other Monster Hunter games play, but I really enjoyed Rise. It's time, man. I just don't have the time, and I didn't love it so like Breath of the Wild. I loved it to a point that I forced myself to make time. I don't love Rise to the point that I force myself to make time. And there's another bot. Goodbye, bot. All right. So yeah, there's nothing against Rise or the DLC. I think the DLC looks incredible. It's just, this would be one of those things that if I was like 10 years younger without kids, absolutely. I'd be sinking thousands of. I would have beat Rise a hell of a long time ago, and I literally would deep dive into this DLC for a month. But I just, I don't have that time as a gamer that I once had. Doesn't mean that I still can't sink a bunch of hours into a game. I need a lot. I need the ability to stop more than I've ever needed before. Even Breath of the Wild, I can do that, and I can start, stop, save anywhere, etc. Like if I need to stop and quit the game, I can stop and quit the game, or I can put it in sleep mode or whatever. Yep. Games are not as important as that. Doesn't mean I don't thoroughly enjoy games as much as ever. And when I do get a break from it, like, why do you guys see me live stream at night? My kids are sleeping, right? Like, why am I able to do this stream right now? My kids aren't home. They're at school. So it's kind of like, you can be like, oh, spend all your time gaming right now. Yeah, but I have other things I got to do. I got work. I've got obviously content I got to make it on YouTube. I've got, got bills to pay. I've got school to attend. So I have other things I have to do. But anyways, you guys have a lovely day. I'll be back later today with a standalone video. Maybe a couple of them. We'll see how the news cycle goes today. This is obviously the first start of the news today. We'll see what else crops up. You guys are amazing and awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, ePrimify, again, for becoming a member. I'll make sure this member goal is updated. We'll be back live streaming tonight. I know I usually do game streams on Tuesdays. We're actually pushing the game stream this week to Friday so we can do the Mario Kart 8 DLC. We'll do like a tournament or something, have some fun on Friday. But we will be back streaming tonight, talking news, talking whatever the topic happens to be at the time. Otherwise, I will see you in my video later today, and have a great rest of your day. Peace out, everybody.